It's something that you were already like looking for, like the same type of dynamic?
No, I actually had a really different experience. My father was a polygamist. I'm the youngest of 21, so I very much know what it's like to have, to be in a family where there's multiple partners, multiple wives in it. I also, my personal opinion of it, think that it was done in a way that I wouldn't do it. So I was actually very turned off to the idea until I just kind of started learning more about different relationship types and realizing that just because I experienced this through my family, this one very specific way, doesn't mean that any way that I experience my relationships has to be similar. So yeah, just with growing up with it and the experiences that I had with that and just exploring different types of relationships, kind of, I understood like kink and different relationship dynamics on an intellectual level, but I never really experienced it prior to him. So when he came into the picture, it was kind of like, the more we talked about it, it just made sense.
Are you both, so how does your open relationship work? Do you both have the ability, not ability, but you know, the freedom to explore? Obviously, I'm assuming, first of all, you guys already iterated it, that there has to be a lot of communication going on before anything happens. I'm assuming, right? That's just the honesty, transparency factor. So, do you both have that flexibility in your relationship?
Yeah, it's like we're really a unit, you know, so the way we do really anything, whether it comes to our relationship or it comes to business or anything like that, like we do it as a team. And so in going into this, it's always about like, what do we want as a unit first? So with any potential partners, like it's somebody that we're both interested in. And so the way it works now is we typically meet somebody, and once we know we both feeling them, all right, cool, so we'll do our thing with them. And then once we know we've established that, then there's room for her to have her time with them or me to have our time with them. And so we've been kind of branching out and feeling how that feels to be separate.
Gotcha.
But it still all comes back to
it starts here, and then it can, I got you.
Yeah.
So for clarification, so it's not like you have your own partner separately that she knows about, and then she has her own like partner separately that you know about.
Right.
It's not that.
Right.
So it's three people. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Is it gender specific?
Yeah, like as of late, we've only been focused on women because that's like our starting place, because I'm just not interested in men. So we wanted to have a starting place that we both can resonate with, because she is bi. So that's where we've been now. But you know, we're open to other situations as things evolve and our relationship grows. It just, we keep that door open to whatever can come down the line.
I don't think a lot of people are particularly open to even having those types of discussions. Yeah. Either it's because, one, they were not honest from the jump. Two, they weren't honest with themselves about what they want, so they can't communicate that to somebody else, you know. And I would love if we as individuals could get to a place that we can have these types of conversations, like, this is the shit that I'm into. Yeah. Are you into it? Great, we're both into it. And now we can move accordingly instead of one person feeling like their needs aren't met, you know what I mean? Or one person feeling like they have to go out and be with somebody else versus just voicing what that issue is. And then y'all as a partnership figure out, what are we doing? Are we just gonna make this home base and we still do our thing? Or is somebody gonna cheat? Or like, are we gonna break up? Like what are we doing? You know? So I wish people, just as a society, we would move towards that.
We're gonna jump right back into that, but we want to shout out a couple of our favorite people who always do come on our YouTube lives and support us. So let's shout out to Fatty. See, Fatty's back right now.
You've been gone for a while, huh?
Yeah, Fatty's back though. Michael Matrope.
Yep.
He's always in here. He's definitely, yep, that's my dog. And OTS Flop. Want to say shout y'all out. And shout out everybody else on the YouTube, Instagram. We're not on TikTok right now, but definitely go ahead, and if you're on Instagram, if you would like to ask a question for us and or our guests, go ahead and you can purchase a badge, and we'll go ahead and, you know, reiterate the question. Same thing as YouTube, you already know, super chats, and also likes. On our YouTube, we definitely got to get our likes up for our lives, so let's make sure that we do that. Let's get right back into that. So I have a question now. Now that we got that squared away, because I didn't understand, but I didn't know that. I wasn't knowledgeable of that, which is dope. What if you found out your partner, either or, could not have any children? Is that unforgivable? or forgivable?
Like he knew this whole time and didn't tell me to.
Yeah.
That's a little unforgivable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That because of the timeline. That's
Yeah.
unforgivable.
The timeline makes it unforgivable.
Really?
Tell me
The morning we're getting married.
I'm like, you guys forgave all the other stuff.
The morning of though, because you didn't give me a choice. Whenever I feel like there's something going on and I don't get a choice in, it makes it harder.
But you already got a baby on the way.
Stop it.
That is hilarious.
If I had a baby on the way and then she told me that, all right, we got something.
Now
So wait, hold on. Amir, what if she had a baby on the way? Let's flip it.
It's funny, we talked about this.
We did.
You guys just prepare for everything, huh? That's that Virgo shit.
So-
They are very perfect.
So look, listen to the rationale. It makes a lot of sense. So my baby on the way, we don't necessarily have to deal with the baby on the day-to-day, the experience of the baby growing. It's easier to overcome that. You know what I'm saying? But she got the baby on the way every day. It's a
gotta look at it
reminder
grow.
of this baby, it's growing. It's becoming
living
more
with you.
human. It's living with us. I didn't ask for this.
Is living with y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
You got like pregnancy hormones that he has to deal with.
That's a little harder. It's a little harder.
So is it unforgivable?
It's unforgivable. It's unforgivable.
I must say, when I did read that, I wasn't really thinking in my head that it was kept a secret. I was thinking more like you just found out and you were just breaking the news
Which one about the
about your partner not being able to have kids. I wasn't thinking about it in that sense. Like they held on to that information and decided to.
Oh, you thought like they just found out and they
Yeah,
just
and then they.
That's
it's-
very
That's
different.
different.
That's very
They
different. That's
found-
forgivable.
Yeah, if they found out the week before they just went to go check and they found that they couldn't, all right, we can work
Very
together.
different.
Yeah.
If you knew and you just didn't say shit, and you
Yeah,
thought
because
like
jump.
that just sounds
nice.
malicious.
Trying to trap me.
Very
I don't like.
malicious.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man won't say nothing before a woman.
I'd hide it.
Oh, that he can't have kids.
I'd hide it. Whatever. Hey, listen. After we married, babe, I don't know. I just got some strange news, like from the doctor. They said I can't actually have any kids. The good thing is I already have one, so I'm good. I got one. What if you were asked to sign a prenup the morning of the wedding, so same day,
Is it already drawn out?
already drawn up? Yeah, you have to sign it. So
I would see that I would have a problem with because then it's like
That's sneaky.
no,
It's
I would.
unforgivable.
I wouldn't. I am for prenups. I love prenups, but I think that I want to be like involved in the process of like what we're agreeing on. But if you just drew something up and expect me to sign,
and
that's
sneak
a problem.
attacked you right before you
Yeah.
put on the wedding dress.
Even if you didn't want the answer today,
Slid it under the door. Hey, pass this stuff.
Yeah.
I know we're not
I
supposed
just want to
to.
review this.
Yeah, like I ain't supposed to see you, but just go ahead and sign that.
But like, even if you didn't even want me to sign right then, but hey, I just want you to know this is where we're going after today. Yeah, nah, I don't need that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
What if-
If it wasn't drawn up and it's just like, yeah, I want you to sign a prenup, I want you to sign a prenup. I think prenups are brilliant. Because the way prenups work, it's like basically if you don't have one of your own, the government has a prenup for you, and it's whatever they decide is equal. So I want to decide what's equal between us and how we're gonna separate things. So yes, let's do a prenup.
it costs a lot of money.
It's called.
Don't fuck up.
Yeah.
Don't get caught cheating. If you get caught,
You doing something on your own and drafting up your own, whatever, and just be like, here, sign it. That's a little nuts.
Yeah.
They
it's
went
very
behind your
close-minded.
back to do that, so they can get whatever.
It takes a lot
they
that takes
like.
time. You had to sit down with a lawyer. We could have talked about this.
They plotted
I have a
against
question. I don't know if anybody here knows the answers. Random question. Since you two are in a open relationship, right? In an open relationship, and you get married, and maybe Erin might know or you might know. You seem to know a lot about it. And what I'm gonna ask, just let me get there. And you guys, break up, and you want to file for divorce because at some point you decide that you didn't want to be in an open relationship, and you now deem him going out as cheating. Like, how does that work? Like,
I mean, that's a conversation.
But cheating is cheating.
no, I mean, like, from the governmental standpoint, if you cheat, like, doesn't that void your prenup typically? No.
That would have to be stated in the prenup.
Yeah, that's
Got
a parameter
you.
that you have to.
And if it wasn't,
doesn't mean anything.
But if I decide randomly that I don't want to be in an open relationship anymore, I can't just decide that's now cheating. That's a conversation that we have to have. We have to both be at a consensus. That could be, I don't want to see anybody else extra. And if you still want to continue to do that, then that's a possibility. But I can't just be like, I don't want to do it anymore. Now it's cheating.
It has to be monogamous.
Yeah, that's just complete manipulation.
That'd be so messed up. What? Oh my God.
You have all these good years, and then once you get into it,
I'm monogamous. Whoa, hold up.
That's the same as the question saying that he just wanted to switch up and be more conservative.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? We had an agreement. We liked it. It's good. What are we doing?
Question, but what about the fact
That's
that
true.
people change, relationship dynamics change? Not to say that you just stop doing something like so drastically.
Cold turkey.
But people do, boundaries change in relationships.
Yeah, and if things, I'm okay with change. If something changes where the sex needs to change or the dynamic of the relationship needs to change, that is completely understandable. But to just show up and say, I'm no longer in an open relationship, or I no longer want to be in that, and now that's considered cheating in my eyes, that's just not fair. That's not real growth.
Right.
That's just trying to control a narrative.
Right.
And that I don't agree with. But if we decided one day that, we don't want to be open anymore, or I'm okay with that. If he decided one day that he didn't want to do the kinky shit we do, I would have a little
Issue.
we go to therapy.
yeah, we had to go.
I have my ears work so well. Some things I don't get to speak about, but I want to say this or ask this before we even go forward. I heard that you were the youngest of 21.
Oh, yes.
Like, you tried to slip that in there, but I was like, wait, well, hold on. I didn't want to,
I mean,
ruin the
she
moment.
said her father was a polygamist.
Yo, but still, the youngest of 20. Yes.
Yeah, he was not poly. He was a polygamist.
Okay.
Polygamy. Yeah.
Which means he had multiple.
He had multiple wives.
How many wives, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know. I want to say 7, at least 7 that had children. Wow. But not all at one time. Always,
Yeah.
just, multiple throughout the year.
Are you close with your siblings? And if so, out of the 21, how many are you close with, if not all?
It's a loaded question.
It is. I have so many questions, by the way.
Yes, my family is very close.
That's fucking
Yes.
dope. Wow. There's a lot of hope for me in this world. I just, because sometimes I think that what I want sounds crazy, but when I realize that there's a lot of people doing what I want, it just sounds like it's possible.
You want 21 kids?
I don't know about that. I have to see how much money I have. But 7 wives? Come on, bring it on.
It came with a lot of drama. And a lot of trauma, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I would think.
I haven't even gotten that far at all, but I just just know what you're really wishing for. Because
Yeah.
even just in having multiple partners for ourselves, like even just trying to find time to juggle all of them and make time for them and make time for obviously her, she's my priority, is tough. I'm talking about 2 or 3. It's
And
tough.
with polygamy, the difference, we have an open relationship, so I can also explore. With polygamy, in his relationship, the women were not having other relationships, not with one another or not with anybody else. So it's very one-sided, and it bred a lot of jealousy, a lot of animosity, and even between like the children. So it's like if she's married to him and I'm married to him and I don't like her, then it's like now our kids are fighting, and then they have to grow up with that, and that affects the whole family as a whole. Now their kids are fighting, and now when all the cousins get together, like, you know what I mean? It becomes like this hierarchy almost.
All right, fine. I have another question. But this is from here.
Okay.
What if you found out, your fiance
slept with her gay best
Your
friend.
fiance, she slept with her gay
Her gay bride.
I guess says. So you
I
have
slept with my gay best friend, meaning a man.
Oh, that's,
No, your bridesmaid. Your bridesmaid is gay. You slept with her. But being that you're bi and you guys have an open relationship, would that be a problem for you?
It's fine. I get it. It's wedding. We about to get
I would say
married.
that.
I mean, maybe if it was your wife, you'd have an issue. But it's
more.
them.
There's
No,
more,
I wouldn't have an issue, to be
There's
honest.
more time because it is the friend, so it's not like I gotta, take advantage of this opportunity while it's here. It's a quick, hey, I'm actually about to go fuck so and so.
Yeah.
And you know,
Just
you know
taking
what I'm
her.
That's-
Would you be mad? Would you be jealous
Would I be jealous if she let me join?
if she didn't offer?
Nah, I get it.
You let her do her thing?
They've been friends for years. Have your time. Go. It's all good. It's all good.
if you're okay, bro. Shit. What if you're and I can't find a way, but it's cool. I'm just accepting it. Your groomsman tells you that she was a call girl, which also means possibly escort. Another word, I would say prostitute. Your
day
groomsman
before the
says
wedding.
in her past life, she was a call girl.
I would say that the one thing that would make it challenging is hearing it from my boys.
Yeah, with proof, by the way.
I was gonna mention that, but I was like, I don't think he needs to know that.
That's the only part that would really make it challenging, is coming from them and just knowing, you know how niggas do. That's like the only thing that would make it hard. But if it was a past life, what can I say? It's a past life. It was actively going on during our relationship and I didn't know. Yeah, nah, we dead in that. But it was before me.
Really, you can't forgive that?
During our relationship, that's how she's been making money, and she told me she's going to.
He will forgive it. He's saying.
No, my question is really like you. I mean, it's just a lot of shit y'all over here forgiving, but but to find issue with like her having, literally, she's just having sex with somebody else.
What do you mean? Hold up. What's the question?
She was.
Right.